Staying on top of the Vancouver scene, Much West brings you VTV, Vancouver Television.
Ladies, got a moment? You know, are you familiar with Much Music?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Terry David Mulligan?
No.
Terry, he hosts Much West. You know Much West?
Yeah, I've probably seen it before.
Yeah. Terry David Mulligan, you know who he is?
I've heard of him.
You know who Terry David Mulligan is?
No.
No, I don't think so.
You watch Much Music?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know who Terry David Mulligan is?
No.
TDM?
No.
Much West?
Yeah, I've heard of
Do you know the host?
No.
Heard of Much Music?
Yeah, I've heard of Much Music, yeah.
You heard of Terry David Mulligan?
No, never heard of that guy.
It's his last show today.
All right.
Are you familiar with Much Music?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Terry David Mulligan?
Nope.
Yourself?
No.
He's a host on Much Music, Much West.
What does he look like?
Do you know who Terry David Mulligan is?
Yeah.
It's his last show today.
Is it?
Anything you have to say?
Well, miss ya. He did a great job. I don't know the guy.
This Much Music presentation is brought to you by Labatt Genuine Draft.
Okay, so here we are. We come down to Kids Point, and we figure there's going to be no problem. It's going to be quiet. There's a sailing ship out there. Don't go away. The sailing ship. Yeah, it's gone. It's under the water, and they're looking at it. Okay, quickly, step in here for a second. What's your name? Where are you from? What was your name before the ceremony?
It was Carrie Notberg.
And your name is?
Now it's Bob Bardick and Carrie Bardick.
And you just got married?
We got married August 8th, actually.
And what are you doing here on the beach at nighttime?
We're retaking our wedding video.
Having a good time, have some wine on the beach, and just enjoying the Vancouver nightlife.
Are you locals, or you come from somewhere else?
From Langley.
From Langley.
Just outside.
Way to go!
Yeah.
Now, is this honeymoon, or where are you going?
Oh, we've
We
already
did
done
that.
honeymoon in Tofino on the island.
Cool.
And just taking the Friday and enjoying it.
Cool. Congratulations.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Congratulations.
Thank
Come on, give me a hand.
Want to throw the bouquet?
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, Hayden came into town, played the Arts Club Theater, Granville Island, long awaited. Everybody wanted to see him, to see what it was going to be like. He came out by himself, and then the band joined him. Here's a guy who is the future of music in Canada and perhaps around the world. Who knows? If you got good ears, you know that this guy is the best. Here's our conversation with Hayden.
And my favorite guitar was between us to hold. And I held your arm as you hit the strings. I pressed your fingers down and started to...
You have to do whatever you can to make all the factors around you to kind of shut everything off.
To balance it?
Yeah, because I mean everyone has an opinion around you, and you have to kind of. I think it comes down to having to trust yourself more than, well, I had to trust myself more than I ever had before, you know, and be sure that what I was doing was right, even if there was people around that were saying it wasn't.
Not to second guess yourself, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. I think that's a bit of the reason why my last record took a year and a half to make, I think.
And I feel so good inside when you come into my mind.
Can you tell a minute in, 2 minutes in, one song in, the feeling of the audience, perhaps their anticipation? Do you?
I can definitely tell when there's a good feeling coming from the crowd, and I definitely, even though I often say I'm doing this for me and it's a really personal thing. I mean, I really like interacting with an audience, and I can feel when there's something happening.
After you finished writing your first batch of songs and putting them down, did you actually think about performing them, or were you just writing to get that expression out?
I started performing around the same time that I was writing the songs for what became my first record, although I didn't know that's what was happening at the time. But
so how's this performing going now for you? Are you comfortable with it?
Yeah, it's really good, because after touring and playing and being up there by myself for, I guess, 4.5 years, I needed a change. I needed to have different things go on in a night apart from just me and a guitar.
I promise you that was true.
If an Edgefest invitation came your way, would you feel comfortable doing that?
It maybe, yeah, it depends. Yeah. I'm a little bit picky about where I play and who I play with.
Picky?
Usually, yeah.
You look for the room first?
Well, I like to be able to play with people that I can go up to and say, I loved what you did tonight.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I chased Neil Young for 10 years, trying to get an interview with him, and
I saw the one you did.
Well, but even before that, it was on Zuma Beach. I actually saw him at Zuma Beach, and I said to him, please, just give me 10 minutes. He said, everything I got to say, I've said in my songs.
I love that.
Are you there?
I said that last week to someone. Yeah, not quite
so
as
your
well,
songs,
but
I know that your songs speak for yourself, but you must be amazed at how some people interpret them.
Yeah, well, I never like to say what my songs are about, because I love to hear what people say, what they think they are.
You don't take the time to correct them, you just say,
Oh, yeah.
That's your interpretation.
Yeah. Or a lot of people will ask if something's a true story.
Right there. This brown building. Just go around to the side.
Yes?
Yes.
On the left side?
Yes, yes.
Ah.
Yes. Hayden's playing there tonight. He's right around the corner there. It's a 45-minute set. It's great. It'll be great. You'll love it. See, you're now...
My fans are ever changing.
Yeah.
Truth is in the details first, and the writings on the wall.
The focus that fans put on you. If they start to place you on any sort of a pedestal, will you kind of shoot that down? Will you try to do what you can about how people perceive that, or even your own perception of it, how you'll deal with that?
I mean, I guess it could go a few ways. I could develop a high, I could develop a, what's the term I'm looking for?
A high pain threshold.
That too. A high opinion of myself.
Yes.
I could develop one of those. Or, I don't know, I could just learn how to focus even more than I have in the last 1.5 years on what makes me happy, I guess, and what makes me proud. And that, I mean, as long as I follow that kind of route, I won't really have to deal with too many issues.
The payoff then is like on a performance like tonight, where you have fans and friends in attendance. It's your room.
Yeah, it'll be.
Everything falls into place.
Yeah, for sure. It should be really nice.
You know who Terry David Mulligan is?
No, I don't.
Come on, Much Music?
No.
Terry David Mulligan.
I've heard of the name before, but...
Much West?
Yeah.
This is his last show today. Anything you'd like to say?
Good luck in the future for him.
Yeah.
And hope he has a peaceful life.
Cool. He's still alive.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I hope you had a good career and have a good life.
It's not over yet.
Oh, well then party hard.
Terry David Mulligan, you know the name?
Oh, yeah.
It's his last show.
What was his last show?
Today is his last show.
Oh.
Anything you'd like to say?
Well, sorry. How come it's his last show?
Oh, he's moving on to bigger and better things.
Okay, bigger. To the where? United States?
No, just other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Newfoundland.
You know Terry David Mulligan?
Yes, I do.
It's his last show today. Anything you'd like to say?
He has a live show today?
Heard of Terry David Mulligan?
No.
Okay, you guys heard of Much Music?
Yeah.
You heard of Terry David Mulligan, Much West?
No.
Much West?
Yes. Yes.
Much West, Terry David Mulligan?
No.
The host? Terry David Mulligan. You know the name?
Yep.
It's his last show today. Anything you'd like to say?
Good luck.
Doesn't rain that much in Vancouver. Just take a look around, buddy.
Why? What do you mean by that?
Isn't he leaving because too much rain?
No, he's just leaving the show. He's not leaving Vancouver.
Isn't he?
No.
Oh.
Welcome back to Much West Kits Point, Vancouver. By the way, things you should know about. This is my last Much West. Starting next Sunday, Jay Myris, your videographer, host pal, will be taking over Much West. I've got Bravo to do, movie television to do, and a new series called Star, which will eventually, a year from now, become a network called Star. Also, I'll see you around for, hopefully, much more music and some Much Music things as well. So, it's the passing of the torch, eh? Oh, two bands we want to show you. This is in broad daylight, and it's hot and it's sticky, but it's very cool. Two bands who chased us and we chased them when we finally hooked up at the same time. One is the Cartels, who are on tour right now across the country, and Super Chief. They both have videos, and they both have great futures in this business. So, two bands from Vancouver you should know about. Cartels, Super Chief on Much West.